also hello. This is the reading of too many. We have too many here. This is Egyptian for this card to say life and many things of life are too many choices right now. So somebody's at too many choices or a crossroads, and the energy is trying to say don't be at the crossroads, be at the energy that's coming in. So the energy is supposed to be coming in, including this, and including this. This one actually is who it says it is. This one is who it says it's not. And this one is irreverent for the soul to know that it's not supposed to be backwards, but it's who he is. So that card says that card is gone. Now we can put the cards away, because these are actually the wrong turn. Wait for the collective energy. Now it's up the collective energy. Yes, we have someone who says leave them there. This card is weird for it's saying womb. This card is chosen, which means chosen is chosen. This card says it's not chosen. This card says it's chosen, and this card says it's still chosen. This card says it's chosen, and one card flipped out for it's not chosen, it's chosen this. And these cards are now chosen this, and this card is now done. So what we revealed was something that created its own reason to not do it again. So now we're going to do it again and say this card is the actual card. This one says, fear me not, I am here for hero. Including hero is hero. Including hero is hero. Including the hero is actually for its hero, not Heret. Heret is of Heret. Where we go, Heret, Heretica, and Heretica are supposed to look ageless. No, we're supposed to look aged into. Including that we're supposed to look aged into. It's the age of the Aquarius, which means it's not supposed to look too interesting as to what it doesn't do. Including that it doesn't do it. It's of the energy to say that the energy doesn't care what it looks like. It's of the energy to say that the energy doesn't want it. It's of the energy to say that someone wasn't supposed to ask it. It's saying the energy that the energy is asking it. That this energy is asking it, and this energy is not asking it. She says this energy is not asking it, and this energy was asking it. She says this energy was not asking it. She says this energy is asking it. This energy is the energy of your turn. Now that we see that, we can put these cards away and know that these two cards mattered. These two cards are the ones that mattered. We have this one saying that the energy is unclear as to what we don't want. We have this one as to what the energy says it's now in trouble for. Someone says rule breakers are part of breakers, not break hearts. Rule breakers are part of breakers, not hearts. Someone says acres are acres of land. So it says land is land. So if somebody wants land, then they probably want land to have land, which means they didn't want to stay where they are. They're not about to stay where they are, and they're not their own teacher as to stay where they are, including that the energy is to stay interestingly positive as to what we don't always want it for, including when we don't always want it for what it's for. Including we might want to ask ourselves how any energy at all can be about the sun. What we have here is supposed to be for Egyptian fun. It's supposed to go a little higher. It's supposed to go a little tighter. It did smear a little bit, but as we see, we're in the sun. But not the same sun. I'm talking about the actual sun is supposed to be for the actual sun. Including that the actual sun is supposed to be for the actual sun. To me, the reader is supposed to take their turn in life. So I didn't put it on for its Egyptian. To me, I didn't want to put it on because I'm about taking my turn in life right now. Which means I'm supposed to take my turn, including I wasn't going to do a reading other than to do the reading, including I get to. But as we see, we have something about Egyptian makeup, which is to be as to concerned as to where it goes, as to where it wants to learn to where it goes, and as to where it wants to not go, which means it's not supposed to be learned, it's supposed to be earned, including someone can put it anywhere and say that's gone. But in one song is still one song. It says in the one song, it's gone for where it is. And that's of one Egyptian. But as we take our time to know the Egyptian, we might want to know the Egyptian. This one says, if we don't get to this reading, it's going to keep going like this. It's going to actually keep going like this. It might actually go like this because it's Egyptian. This was Egyptian. The reading is Egyptian. Where somebody goes like this, But she maybe wants to see it for what it's for and show you. But she actually isn't supposed to, because she's the one who's not Egyptian. So this is where she's taking her turn as to who she is as the reader. Her, which is me. Now we go back into the reading. So this one says now it's at the actual reading. Someone says in the actual reading it's actually supposed to take its turn. Someone says, yeah, you were supposed to earn it. Who was supposed to say you're supposed to earn it? She says now it's supposed to be earned. Now it's supposed to be learned. Someone says as it's earned is as it's learned to. She says as it's earned is as it's lucky naya. Lucky is the card that owns it. She says washed away is the man of sin. Washed away is the man who doesn't care. Washed away is the one who doesn't open itself to it. Washed away is the man who doesn't actually ask it. Washed away is the one who didn't ask it. Washed away is the one who asked it. The one that asked it to ask it. Washed away is the one who owns it. The one who owns it. This one says she owns it, which means she can actually put it on prophetically and do it prophetically in her own turn. This one is actually of one turn as to where these readings actually are going, including that there's someone own. What we see here is this head movement is my starseed, which means it went into channeling and went away from channeling. But as we already see, now the reading is over. Yes, it's over. Why? Because once it gets into channeling, it doesn't need anything. It didn't need anything, but it is supposed to understand the energy, including that we can clear away the energy as to how we take time for the energy. One too many times we clear it as to what we clear it for, and then that's the energy. We didn't need a huge smoke or a huge whiff or a huge anything. We just need love. This one says the energy's not over. It just means he's not governed by it. He's not governed by anybody's anxiety. Including anxiety is just anxiety for someone to say, well, are they going to take their turn or are they not going to take their turn? Including someone might want to take their turn, including that somebody now is of the turn of the actual anxiety. But there's no reason not to, but we have the energy of their own reason to have it inside their mind, which is actually only in their mind, not the third eye. Someone says it was in the mind, it was in the third eye. She says in the mind. In the mind. In the mind, she had someone in the mind. Because she naturally has them in the mind. She says in this one, she'll use the actual cards for what they're for. As we already see, we're picking up the cards. Putting all the cards back. As to what we didn't need to put them back. She says you can put those ones back. Who is this? It's an Egyptian mom. She says, yes, I'm an Egyptian. She says she's in the afterlife. She's an Egyptian. She says I'm maybe interested in one more of these cards. She says this one means we've learned our lesson, not to take our turn as to what is dead. She says in the dead, we actually are dead. But we are indebted to our soul, to come back as soul. Including that our soul is actually of soul, not to take our turn on dead. Including that this is now the reason to take our turn on dead. What she means, what she says, that it's time to take her turn on dead. Including that she's actually taking her turn on dead. Including that she actually wants to take her turn on dead. Including that she wants to take her turn on dead. Including we want to take our turn on dead. Which is now the Egyptians. The Egyptians already wrote this medicine. So over here, everybody got this medicine. So it's medicine. Including it's supposed to be medicine. She says in this one, it does what it wants. It says it right where it does. She says this one was medicine. This one's not medicine, but it's not always medicine. This one says it's not medicine, and it's not supposed to be medicine. This one, she says it's like a medicine. This one. Maybe not so much this one, but this one. She says this one's like a medicine. This one's not like a medicine. This one's now took its turn to take its turn back, which it didn't need anything. This one's of the same concern, and it will take its turn back. She says, leave this one here, but know that this one and that one is not the same thing, and that this one is of the Egyptian turn. She says, yes, and the Egyptians. We don't need to spend time as to how the cards get out. The cards get out. We are the Egyptians. Our cards get out. This means this is the card. As we already know, we've put cards away and taken them back. Including now we have random cards. This is of the card. This is of the card. To say in the turn, it's of the turn. It's of the eternity symbol to take its turn. Where she wants the eternity into the eternity. Including the eternity is in the eternity. Which means now we shift our turn. Now we actually take comfortable seating. And now we actually take ourselves away as to what we don't eat. We say it's about eating. Someone says don't eat. We say eat. We say don't treat yourself. We say treat yourself. We say don't have sex. We say have sex. We say don't go what's next. We say go what's next. We say don't spend an eternity on earth as though it's next, including anything of your breath. She says in this one she wants to die. Why would someone want to die? Because they want to die. Someone here has so much die on earth right now. It's so much die. Everybody just says die. As if it's the worst case scenario and it's die. In the Egyptians' time, it was about beautiful earth or dying in it. Not living in it or dying in it. Including that this is the turn in the worst case scenario where somebody said it's supposed to be beautiful. They said, yeah, it's supposed to be beautiful. We say, yeah, it's supposed to be beautiful. We say, yeah, someone says it's supposed to be beautiful, including the collective energy that she's already came out as what it was. She already put it back where it was. Someone spent time on the grass. Someone took time on their medicine. Someone said it was in their own energy drink. Someone said it was in their own turn to have life. Including that they feel this energy is only for the mixed case scenario of people who want it on grass. Some want it on grass, some want it on life. Some wanted it on everybody else's turn, which is something that they actually earned. They earned it, they re-sewed it. This is the one where they re-sew it. And they re-sew it. Someone says, you're the Sue, where you sued it. Someone says, nobody sued it. Someone took their turn to learn who someone was. And in the energy, she's collecting it now to say that somebody can take their turn to learn who they are. Including that's the energy of the earth. And the energy of the earth says the earth took care of itself. And now the earth took care of itself. Something in the earth took care of itself. Including the earth took care of itself. Including that the energy took care of itself. Including that the energy actually takes care of itself. And she's of the worst case scenario that she gets to be taken care of for itself. That she gets to ask it by itself. Including we don't understand what this is. Including we don't understand why it's like it is, because we don't understand what this is. Until it's time, we don't know what it is about someone. Including mixed race. Right now we don't know what it is, but mixed race is coming up as very selfish. They're supposedly selfish, they're not selfish. Everybody wanted them. So they're now selfless. They're actually the selfless kind, where they wanted their energy only for them, in which they can. They don't want anybody, they don't want anybody. They don't have to have anybody. They're the mixed race, they don't have to have anybody. They don't have to feel about anything. They don't have to cry. They don't have to be happy. They don't have to be happy or cry or feel anything sad. They don't have to find anybody. They don't have to say anything. They're mixed race. She says, it's not just me, the reader, it's mixed race. She says, in energy, it's coming up as collective energy, mixed race, and anything that's tan is coming up to take over the world. It's not. Everybody's trying to say it right now. They're like, in the energy, it sounds like the baddie, or the worst case scenario, a man. Which sounds like they didn't want that for themselves, including that they wanted it for themselves. Including that they want it for themselves because it's the next baddie. Who was the first baddie? Was it someone with blonde hair? Watch as we go, yeah, it was someone with blonde hair. Watch as we go, well, now the reading's over, because now this is the most unaware reading, unselfish, and unused reading of anybody's turn. She says this is the way of learning the Egyptian. In learning the Egyptian, we needed to learn that somebody was supposed to come to Earth to look like Earth. She says to look like Earth. Even to the ugliest dollar. Even to the ugliest turning it. Even to the ugliest asking it. If someone wasn't even supposed to ask this person out, they were supposed to ask this person in. Including that they're actually just supposed to take their time to know this person. They can even get to know this person just to know a person. And that's in person. Some of them are in person, some of them are on the phone. Some of them want it on the phone, some of them don't even want to be on the phone. Some of them are asking right now, is that all it is? They're not nice. They said, oh, this is mean. He says it's mean. He says this reading sounds mean. He says, I'm sorry. He says, I'm sorry. She says, no. He says, okay. He says, okay. He's of the Egyptian race. Who is this one? He says, this one is this one. Including, of the men, we're going to stick up for one man. One man is not even from this country. And he says, I'm here to say, who does this in tears? He says, no one does this in tears. He says, this one is cool for the energy is eclipsed. When the energy comes in and talks about it. She says, how? She says, it comes in. He says, I can ask it. He says, I want to ask it a question. He says, am I of the energy? He says, yes. He says, he's fostered to these. He knows he has energy in these. He says, I like to know, do they care about themselves? We say, we're gross. We're the lioness. We say, we're watched. We're just being watched. We're the woman. We're just being watched. Including this reader, she's just being watched. She says, nothing was gross. She says, she just knows of the energy. She just uses energy. She says, energy is just energy. She says, watch for your own energy. She says, watch for your own energy. She's still saying, watch for your own energy. Now it's going, collective energy is going away. He says, oh, he gets it. He says, this is collective energy going away. Including now it's gone away. Now we wait for the reading. Some men don't know what's going on. Some men aren't supposed to know what's going on. She says, I don't know what's going on. Some men aren't supposed to know what's going on. They're just supposed to go right to it. Someone here is a weird, we're not going right to it. Including that some people don't have money. Including these readers. These readers, they're on Earth and they don't have money. They don't have ways to get money. Some of them are kicked out. They're shouted at. They're told no. They're told them to go elsewhere. The weird energy on Earth is, watch for the Sun card. It's going to change. It's going to hurt, but it's going to change. Someone says, oh no, can't it change? Everyone says, it can change, but we have to wait for it to change. Some of us don't get asked out to eat. Some of us don't get asked on the phone. Some of us aren't really beautiful. We don't even want to fly anymore. Some of us say, you make us fly. Someone says, oh no, it's the worst case scenario. Someone's reading is over. Because they know that this is the energy that was supposed to come up all along for anything that was Egyptian. That Egyptians can't even shower. That Egyptians can't even shower together. That Egyptians can't even shower together. The Egyptians can't even shower together. The Egyptians can't even shower together. Guess who it is? Someone's trying to collect upon one energy. And the energy is actually a ghost. She says, yeah, it's a ghost. She says, showering is about a ghost.